It happened without warning. One moment, the world buzzed with electric life. The next, everything went silent. Skyscrapers in cities like London, New York, and Tokyo became dark silhouettes against the night. Cars died on highways, their electronics useless. Phones, radios, and TVs all went dead. No news, no connection. This wasn't a blackout, it was a global shutdown. At first, people were confused, mildly annoyed, expecting a quick fix. They reached for their phones, nothing. Tried radios, silence. Neighbors, strangers until now, gathered outside, faces lit by candles and dying phone torches. Curiosity replaced panic. For a moment, the darkness united everyone. But as hours passed, unease crept in. The silence grew heavy, the darkness unfamiliar. In cities, silence meant failure. The machine of modern life had stopped. Water, food, even safety, all depended on electricity, now gone. The realization spread. It wasn't just the lights, it was everything. Planes, trains, hospitals. In an instant, we were thrown back a century, isolated and vulnerable. The thin veneer of civilization, held together by wires, was gone. All that remained were our instincts, our wits, and those closest to us. The ultimate survival challenge had begun, right at home. The first 2 days felt like a strange holiday from modern life. With no internet or work, families found themselves with something rare time. Children played outside, parents talked, neighbors shared stories. It was a forced digital detox, and for a moment, it felt like a blessing. People helped each other, cooking, teaching, sharing. Candlelight replaced screens, stories replaced streaming. For a brief moment, life felt simpler, more connected, but challenges emerged quickly. Food spoiled. Cooking was hard, hot water vanished. People filled bathtubs, inventoried pantries, and started thinking about survival. Nights brought the biggest change. City skies filled with stars, beautiful but unsettling. The darkness became a presence, not just an absence. As the second night fell, a question lingered. How long would this last? The adventure was turning into something else. By day 3, anxiety replaced novelty. The financial system collapsed. ATMs, credit cards, online banking, all useless. Only cash mattered, and few had enough. Supermarkets descended into chaos. Shelves emptied. No new deliveries came. Panic buying began. Faces tense with worry. Emergency services were crippled. Hospitals ran on dwindling generators. Doctors made impossible choices, working in darkness. The world shrank to neighborhoods. Rumors replaced news. Was it a solar flare? An attack? No one knew. Fear filled the information vacuum. Neighbors became competitors for resources. Trust frayed, replaced by suspicion. The cracks in civilization widened by the hour. The sense of security was gone. By week's end, city life was a struggle for survival. Water was the first crisis. Electric pumps failed. Taps ran dry. People queued at rivers and fountains, risking disease for a drink. Food vanished. Pantries and gardens became treasures to guard. Rotting garbage piled up. Streets filled with abandoned cars. Cities decayed, becoming concrete jungles where only the resourceful survived. The environment turned hostile. Filth, pests, chaos. Hope for a quick fix vanished. This was the new normal. Survival meant focusing on today. Water, food, safety. Modern concerns, careers, politics, became meaningless. Life was stripped to its core. Endure or perish. The world we knew was gone. In the second week, social order collapsed. Law enforcement vanished. Crime escalated from looting to violent raids. Gangs preyed on the weak. Trust disappeared. Homes became fortresses. Neighbors became strangers. Barter replaced money, but it was brutal and unequal. Practical skills, medicine, mechanics, farming, became survival currency. The city turned into a hunting ground. Survival meant vigilance and strength. The digital age's hierarchy vanished. Worth was measured by usefulness. The law of the wild returned: be prepared or become a victim. Every day was about enduring one more night. Humanity's true, resilient, and sometimes terrifying nature emerged. By week 3, the mental battle was as fierce as the physical one. Exhaustion and hopelessness set in. The silence was suffocating. With no distractions, people faced their darkest thoughts. Isolation was crushing, even in crowded homes. No news, no connection, just anxiety and uncertainty. Loneliness became epidemic. Digital connections were desperately missed. The loss of art and entertainment left a void. Life became a cycle of grim tasks. Depression spread. Motivation faded. People sat in silence, hollowed by bleakness. The quiet magnified every fear. The mind, starved of stimulation, turned inward. Survival now meant holding on to sanity as much as food or water. In the final week, humanity revealed its two faces. Some gave up, overwhelmed by hunger, illness, or despair. Their stories ended quietly, a testament to our fragility. But others adapted, forming resilient, cooperative communities. Skills and resources were pooled. Engineers built water filters, teachers taught, chefs cooked for all. These groups became islands of hope, rebuilding society from scratch. They set rules, organized patrols, cared for the vulnerable. Shared purpose replaced fear. Stories and knowledge were passed on. The instinct to connect and help triumphed over pure self-preservation. Mindset became the key to survival. Those who saw opportunity, not just loss, found a way forward. Civilization, it turned out, was a choice, one some were making again. The human spirit proved to be the most resilient power source of all. And then, as suddenly as it vanished, power returned. Lights flickered on, fridges hummed, the world buzzed back to life. The initial reaction was stunned silence, not celebration. Would we see electricity differently now? Would we remember the lesson? Electricity is civilization's lifeblood, not a given. Would we build a more resilient world or slip back into old habits? The memory of darkness would fade, but its lesson would linger. The real question: how would you have fared? When the world went dark, would you have survived, helped, or been lost? If it happened tomorrow, are you ready?